And shifting focus to West Africa, 3 junta-led states, Mali, Niger and Burkina Faso, have announced their withdrawal from the International Criminal Court, calling it an instrument of neocolonialist repression. The 3 military-led countries issued a joint statement saying that they will no longer recognize the authority of the UN top court based in The Hague. They argue the ICC has failed to deliver justice in the cases it is supposed to handle. The court has not yet responded to the decision. Under ICC rules, a country's withdrawal takes effect 1 year after the UN is notified. The ICC was established in 2002 to pursue cases of genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, and crimes of aggression. It prosecutes individuals, not countries. Over 120 countries are members of the ICC, but major powers like the US, China, India, and Russia are not. Since its inception, the ICC has launched 33 formal investigations, with 32 of them linked to African countries. Of the 11 convictions secured, 9 involve African nationals. The 3 junta-ruled states said that they want to establish indigenous mechanisms for the consolidation of peace and justice. This is not the first time the Sahel nations have turned away from institutions. Following coups in the Sahel between 2020 and 2023, the junta-led countries distanced themselves from traditional partners. Earlier this year, they split from the West African regional blocs, ECOWAS, and formed the Alliance of Sahel States. They have also curbed defense cooperation with Western powers and have sought closer ties with Russia. Notably, Russian President Vladimir Putin himself is subject to an ICC arrest warrant over alleged war crimes in Ukraine. Russia has strengthened ties with the 3 Sahel countries, which have become increasingly isolated from the West, especially from their former colonial power, France. All 3 nations reel under violence linked to armed groups associated with the Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and smaller rebel groups. After ousting Western troops, Russian fighters are now assisting their armies in combating insurgencies. The junta-led countries are not the only ones criticizing the ICC. Rwandan President Paul Kagame has repeatedly accused the court of an anti-African bias. He said the court was supposed to address global crimes, but has focused almost exclusively on Africa. With Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso withdrawing from the ICC, questions persist over the court's influence and fairness in Africa. The move also reflects a broader trend, with many African leaders increasingly challenging the legitimacy of Western or West-backed institutions, as nations seek to navigate security, justice, and sovereignty on their own terms.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
At $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka mo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
$4
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.